Hi, my name is Claudia.
And I am Camila Valdez, and we're going to present acceptance of different cultures in educational institutions.
Okay, so first, the intercultural conflict. In many educational institutions, such as schools or universities, there are variety of people. Each one comes from different places and households. So students at any educational institution represent their own culture. That is the reason behind many intercultural conflicts between institutions and students or between students. Recently, there was a case in the news specifically about an Otavalo student in the US, where the heading of the news in the newspaper said, Universidad estadounidense exige a joven otavaleño a cortarse el cabello. So, what is the story behind of this news? Well, first, the university's code of honor stated that all men must have short hair because they were a Christian or Catholic university. Therefore, the student, whose name was Michael Williams, he was from Otavalo's culture and he won a scholarship. And his culture believes that short hair meant like a punishment for men, so they should have long hair. Therefore, William's family wanted the university to understand their culture and make an exception by not um, punishing his son. So, what is the hair meaning? For the Otavalos culture, it meant a symbol of identity. It means the energy and vitality of men and their strength. So they believe this because of their relationship with the sun and with the moon. So when they cut their hair, they believe that their energy and vitality that comes from the moon and the sun will be cut.
Okay, now personal, social, and cultural identity. Personal identity, according to the case presented before, will be the personality that the indigenous man had. And this has a characteristic that it can be introvert or extrovert people. The social identity refers to the social norms. In this case, the social norms will be two from two different cultures. So there will be the norms referring to the United States culture and also the ones referring to the indigenous community. And the cultural identity will be the experiences that each people has. In this case, the experiences that the indigenous guy had that form the all these form his personality. Now, cultural difficulties that emerge in this conflict are three. The first one is that two cultures get in conflict and there's a clash of cultures. So the cultures that had the clash are the one of the United States and also the other one is the indigenous culture. Um, the second difficulties that emerge is that one culture wants to overcome over the other, and this happens um, in both sides. First, because when the guy in of the news went to enter to the university, he had problems with norms of the university. So in this part, we can see how the United States culture want to overcome over the indigenous culture. Um, and also we can see in all these events and in his life that the indigenous culture is very strong since he lived in the United States, but he also has a very strong presence of the indigenous culture because of his mother. So we see that how these two cultures are in contact, and in some cases and in some situations one will want to come over the other. um, Also we can see that in this part that in the situation of the university, um, the culture of the United States never gets to overcome the culture of the indigenous part, because the indigenous community go and defend the guy with the university. So this never this culture never gets to overcome the other. And the third difficulty that emerge is identity is affected, because with this experience the guy will have a cultural identity form because of this, and also because he because of that experience he could know of these norms that are part of the United States culture, not in all universities, but in the one he want to enter. So this is also social identity. Okay, now we're gonna give the solutions that we proposed, and there are three. The first one is to make a club inside the university, like we have in the Universidad San Francisco de Quito, where you can form clubs of many things. So the proposal is to make a club of diversity of cultures, where people can defend their cultures and be accepted. The second solution that we proposed is that with this club, in the case that is accepted, defend the cultural differences and make a consent to the authorities of the university, so that they can accept different people and understand that they are a university that wants people from other places to come and learn. So they have to be conscious of their differences and cultures, so that they can't impose their own culture. And in the case that this club doesn't be accepted, our proposal is that a group of students do this work. Finally, the third solution that we propose is to implement a class of cultural diversity, where people of all the university can learn how to treat how to take care of these situations and how to handle this, because many people can discriminate or want to impose their culture. So the proposal is to, in the class, people can learn how to solve the problems between cultures in the with their classmates or in any situation that they have in school, in the university, or in the future. And also to learn that people have different personalities, cultures, and situations, families, and many different things that will affect their their form of being, acting, their different identities, personal identity, social identity, and cultural identity. So we think that is very important that many people know and be conscious of this and understand. So when there's a problem, they can be able to get to a solution, and a good solution that don't affect neither of the parts involved. So that were the solutions that we came up and consider are that are the best ones. Finally, here are the references that we used for the presentation.